Okay, Ron here with EXP PNW Homes. I'm with Jonny.
Yeah, hey guys, good afternoon. Just checking in. I'm in between meetings. Thought I'd pop out here and check in with our team leader, Ron, and just chat some real estate, commercial, residential, buying, selling, thinking about where we are with the market, and want to get caught up a little bit and be available to all my friends and family out there and anyone, checking in on real estate, see.
Looking to buy or sell?
Buy or sell.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's neat because we're here at actually Enjoy, where my daughter's riding horses. And I love it because Jonny walked in like a pro from being from Montana, the horses and everything else, and at the Arabian stable. And it's nice. I don't know. I mean, do you miss Montana first?
I do. Yeah. It's just always great to go back and visit. I'd love to have, another house there. I'm always looking at real estate in Montana, but, you get a little bit of Montana out here in the Northwest too.
You do. Absolutely. So Jonny has been with us for a while. I would say a lot of strong suits. Where I see different agents, Jonny has so much experience, so much life experience, which is hard. And not only, hard to accumulate. But with real estate alone, not only is he out in the Point, Johnson Point, one of my favorite points. If you haven't been out in Johnson Point, phenomenal, and they have one of the best marinas out there, the Zittles Marina, naturally. So if you have questions, let's start with that. If you have questions about boats and marinas and going out in the Sound, you'd be the guy to talk to.
Yeah, and I've got a pretty good sense of it all, living out there for a while, and if I don't know the answer, I'm certainly willing to go find out for it.
Oh, you have the resources.
I got the resources.
How often do you go out in the Sound?
We try to get out there. We don't personally own a boat, but because of our proximity and and relation to the family, we do our fair share of boating. So, maybe a boat owner one day.
Maybe, yeah. Well, plus you're right there on the Sound.
Yeah, that's it. It's on the salt.
Oh my goodness, I'd love to be. I'm jealous. So, if you know I'm jealous of this because of the Sound, the location, the swimming. You guys can just walk out there and jump out. Any advice for anybody not from here, like yourself from Montana, about buying in the Sound or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. There's some really great spots out there. Some pretty large parcels, nice acreage, beautiful homes. Oftentimes you get that mix of being in the country, but you're so close to downtown Olympia that you can just shoot back in. So definitely feel free to reach out, call, text, email. Can talk about that.
Oh yeah, maybe you'll get a free tour of this marina.
That's
the
right.
Sound. You have Brent, you can call Brent.
Brent's always good for it.
He would take you out in the Sound. And I think that's really cool about why we live here is we have the country, we have the horses, but then you also have the Sound, the points, the mountains hour and a half away. Jonny can take you up in the mountains. You ride.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, definitely ride. So so you have experience with everything. That's what I meant by life is it's nice to have real estate agents that, one, actually have experienced and gone through everything, but have their own home. Amazing home, too. You have a beautiful home.
Yeah, we were fortunate enough to build our own, custom build 8 years ago, so it's fantastic.
And you got to understand, when I was going to make a video about this, too, so we'll hit it up right now with Jonny, but a custom build and building yourself is huge because not everybody goes through that process.
It was a process, and fortunate enough, we worked with some great subcontractors and our general contractor, but it took a lot of effort, and kudos to my wife Brenda for putting in the time and effort to really figure out what we wanted because it was a lot.
Well, yeah, and then they have you have the cool soccer field as well.
Yep. We got a full soccer goal on our pitch.
Oh yeah, and his son's amazing soccer.
Yep.
Which is really good. So that's awesome. So if you have soccer questions, ask Jonny about, because I called Jonny and said about where do I take my kids for soccer here in Olympia and Lacey and everything else. And it's huge to have that resource because you have not only a real estate agent, but a family man that's here that has gone through not only building homes and then in the marina and the Sound, but then you have the kids and the family and the school. That's a huge resource. And that's why it's neat to have you on this, is to give this resource to everybody else. If you need a real estate agent, call Jonny.
I'm here for you guys.
Especially with anything like that. So soccer, and you built a nice field for the soccer, right?
Yeah, we leveled it and put in drainage and grass seed, and it's taken a couple summers to actually look good, but it looks pretty good. It's fun out. My 14-year-old goes out there and is hitting shots and working hard. So it's really nice. Yeah.
So if you have soccer questions, and then watch out for his kid coming up. That'll be cool. Someday with the Sounders, right? Yeah.
That's right. That's the goal.
That'd be awesome. All right. So if you're from here, you go back to Montana, you can ride. Anything that you'd recommend to someone that's not from here? If you're not from somewhere and moving here, what do you recommend with looking for a home, area, location, what do you like or what do you recommend?
Yeah. I mean, it's always good to think about. I mean, we think about our personal space. We think about proximity to restaurants, grocery stores, and just the amenities. We want to think about staying away from certain areas if it doesn't feel quite as safe in certain little pockets of a town. But I think traveling with the extent that I have in previous roles, I've seen a lot of different cities. I've kind of gotten a feel for what feels good, and can really recommend to people where they should land.
You've traveled a lot too.
A lot. Yeah, like 5 years worth of nights at Marriott, and I don't know, a million miles near with Alaska is pretty nuts. So,
I mean, someone could pick your brain about that alone.
I love talking travel. So I mean, as people are looking to buy and sell, they're looking at travel or just for another resource to bounce ideas off of. I can be that person.
Yeah, and our proximity to the airport. So someone even first home or second home or waterfront home or vacation home, because we're starting to. Huge Airbnbs. One of our Airbnbs got voted the best Airbnb in the nation here in Olympia. It was crazy.
That is crazy.
I know, and who would have thought, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So if you're not from here, you need someone that actually traveled, because I think that's the hardest part is when you find someone in the city but they haven't traveled, and they're so niched in the city, they don't have the other views. And you have all of that. So that's what I meant with experience in life. You traveled. I mean, to have that many miles alone, forget about it. I don't even have that.
Wheels up, man. It was a busy life, back a few years ago. But it was nice. It afforded us to our family to be able to go do family travel as well.
Absolutely.
But so thinking about where to go, what to do, where to stay. Family activities, solo activities if you're single or just a couple. But also there's just a lot out there.
Yeah. So you can niche that down if someone's coming to Washington State, not only here but Washington State.
Absolutely.
Because you travel all up down the corridor.
Yep. I-5, I-90, and all the offshoots in between.
And he has family up that way too, so you go up there a lot as
all
well.
the time.
I know, I see his Instagram, so if you get a chance, follow his Instagram or social media, because he's all over the board too with it. I love it. Just seeing all the events he's going to, and I'm trying to keep up,
Don't let him fool you.
All right, so with all the traveling and everything, you can definitely, if someone calls you either executive couple, just a couple, single, family, you can point them to the right spot.
Absolutely.
Kind of niche it down. That's huge. So if you need questions, if you want something like Jonny or Johnny, it's huge. Give them a call with real estate and say, this is what we're thinking. This is why we're moving here. This is why we want to invest. I mean, that's another thing is I'm getting a lot of people investing out here right now. I'm getting a lot of people that want to sell, that are transitioning, moving somewhere. Call Jonny. Right?
Yep. Thanks, Ron. Love to help you.
All right. Well, if you need anything, that was it. We're quick and easy. Jonny here. I'll tag his information all below. Give him a call. Talk to him about, as you know, there's a list. I'm on a list. Holy cow.
Anything. Yeah, whatever. All of it.
Or if you just want to hang out, look at this guy. Come on now. Give us a call. Talk to Jonny. Anything for real estate, right here. Here's your guy. Talk to you guys later.